Welcome back to the Beyond Face Value podcast, the podcast where we uncover the stories behind successful entrepreneurs and businesses. I'm your host, Hannah Swan, and each week we dive into the real journey to success. So let's get started. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Beyond Face Value podcast. And on today's episode, I have the gorgeous Bla Aoibh here from Biabelle Beauty. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? Welcome back. This is your second episode.
Yeah. Second episode, second podcast ever.
Yeah.
It's mad. We never do them.
That's great. Yeah, no, and it was such a good episode. Like, everyone loved it.
Yeah, we had so much fun, didn't we?
Yeah.
We were really looking forward to this.
Yeah, good. Yeah. I'm glad. For people who haven't heard the first episode, would you like to tell us a bit about yourself and your business?
Yeah. So, we're sisters.
Yeah.
My name is obviously Blaithnaid Murphy.
Yeah, my name's Aoibhinn.
Brilliant.
So we own the company Biabelle Beauty. Mm-hmm. We're in business 7 years. Mm-hmm. We're a luxury tan and cosmetics brand. We started with eyelashes, we went on to makeup, and then we're now into our hero range, which is our tan range, which is all developed and manufactured in Ireland.
Yeah, and we recently just opened a brand new skin clinic as well called Kaldora.
Congratulations.
That's really exciting.
Yeah,
thank you.
So Kaldora is an advanced skin clinic with doctor-led aesthetics as
Amazing.
well.
Great. Oh my God. Loads has happened obviously since the last time.
I know.
Yeah, that you're
2
here.
years
I know.
now.
We were on a
Can't
call
believe
the other day and we were like, oh, when was the other one? And we almost died, but it was 2 years ago.
2023.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Time is going too fast.
I know.
So we were speaking roughly about, you've had a bit of a rebrand lately. What has inspired that rebrand and to kind of change things up a bit?
The pictures.
They're going to be switching as we go.
Oh,
So
that's cool. Our Christmas shoes.
yeah, I love the reds. Love the reds because
yes.
obviously you're mainly pink.
Yes.
So what inspired you other than Christmas? What inspired you to go for a bit of a red kind
Well,
of?
it kind of tied in with the whole rebranding thing. Like, we wanted it to be kind of sleeker, sexier, cooler, and we kind of wanted to get away from not the babyish kind of pink, but we just wanted to elevate the brand that bit more.
So pink will always be like our core brand colour, but we felt like the brand might have been looking quite like girly and cute, and that doesn't really represent me and Aoibhinn.
Yeah,
like,
you're real dark and
we're kinda
sultry,
dark,
sexy. Yeah.
And that kind of we always want Biabelle to reflect our own personalities.
Yeah.
So
we want it to be as authentic as possible to
Yeah.
us.
So it was not Christmas just gone, the Christmas before that was when we started the idea of rebranding. So then we're a year now into our rebrand. We're done now.
Yeah.
We're set in stone. But so it was January last year when we started putting plans into action. So yeah, we went down more sleek, very minimalistic, just really simple, classy, nothing OTT.
Yeah.
And then we just wanted to implement a sexy vibe into Biabelle, which we have now done.
And what inspired that? Like, was there a certain moment, a certain like time where you were like, you know what, let's switch it up a bit?
A certain moment, I don't know. I think we all just kind of came together and we were just like, we need to switch this up.
We kind of had it in our head for a while, but we're always so busy. But it definitely got to the point where like we weren't happy with it, and it wasn't reflecting us as people. We did it obviously at the time. It was me, Aoibhinn, and Amelia. Amelia is our brand manager. It would have been just the three of us at the time. So we kind of we're all very in sync with one another, and we just felt like it's time to change. We need to shake things up and just reflect.
Give us that little bit extra.
And what's the biggest challenge about kind of having the idea of a rebrand? How do you go about it? Was there anything that you found kind of challenging?
I suppose it was kind of subtle changes at the start with in terms of like our graphics that we were putting out on social media, how we were like using our fonts.
We kind of came into, so we completely rebranded Biabelle, and then it was kind of after summer that we kind of felt like we weren't getting a massive increase in sales. It was still increasing, but it had slowed down. So we kind of took a step back and was like, there's something's wrong, something's missing. And because we had rebranded so much, we had actually lost the human side of the brand, which is me and Aoibhinn. So we had kind of stripped it back so much and like, you know, completely like was very aesthetic. It was too aesthetic.
Yeah.
It wasn't relatable. And me and Aoibhinn had stepped away from, not intentionally, just like we were so busy and we kind of just stepped away from like being the face and doing the content. So that's kind of one of the challenges that we felt. I was like, something's not right here. So I just one night I was just lying in bed and I was flicking through other brands, and it just dawned on me that that's what's wrong. I went into work the next day and I told the girls, and at this point we would have had Wellen and Freya. So it was all of us on a meeting.
That's our whole social media team.
Yeah, our whole marketing team. So then I said it to everyone, and Amelia and Wellen were like, we literally had this conversation yesterday, and we were saying the same thing.
Yeah, you're all in
So
sync.
we're all very, aren't we, Aoibhinn?
Yeah.
That's
So now
great.
me and Blaithnaid kind of want to put ourselves more back out there again.
And I think as well, like your brand, from like what I've seen from the start when I first followed you, is that it's always been very personal. Do you know, Bla was obviously more on the kind of social media side. That's how like a lot of the kind of personal thing. And then obviously it's based a lot off your family business. And I think people love to see the behind the scenes. And I think that's why they take to you both so much.
For
yeah,
sure.
people love to see what's going on behind the scenes, don't they?
It's so interesting.
Like that nosiness.
Yeah, everyone's like that, no matter what.
Yeah. And people buy from people, you know, it's they trust you.
Yeah.
You know, you're to be the face of the brand because they'll buy into you and the lifestyle and everything else more than just here's a product bias. You know, you have to humanize us.
Yeah, put a story and a face to the brand. And obviously, since you've been 7 years in business, you are starting to kind of develop now and broaden your horizons. So you started to try break into the UK a bit. Tell me a bit about that, and how's that been?
Yeah, it's been amazing. So we had our billboards. That was
Incredible.
unbelievable.
I love that video.
Yeah, that
Like,
was definitely a pinch me moment.
Oh, that was
Because
really
not
mad.
only did we have the billboard, but we had that van driving around as well.
That was so cool as well with the music and
music.
everything.
We didn't actually even know that he could play music like that. And he
That's
said
so
it to
cool.
us and we were like,
Yeah. And
This
we
is
had
so much
we
fun.
had gone from, we did a 2-day show. We did one in Killarney. Then we drove to Cork, and me and Aoibhinn drove the vans for like 5 hours.
You are so funny driving the vans, the videos, the big things, and like the real
funny.
glam girls
So it
on
was
it.
like 5 hours driving down. Then we did the setup. Then we worked on the stand doing the whole show. Then we did the demo on stage, and then we did the same thing the next day. And then we drove home that night, and we were up at like 6 a.m. to catch a flight to the UK.
Brilliant.
We worked all week doing lives.
Friday.
Yeah,
like
the lives were
multiple
great.
lives.
Yeah.
And then the billboard was then the end of the week. So we were like,
What a week.
yeah.
just like so tired.
Perfect, like
Overwhelmed,
cherry on top. That
yeah.
was a mad
Yeah.
few weeks.
It makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Them
it
few
was
weeks.
like so worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
And how has it been having offices in the UK? What's that been like?
Yeah,
How were you
unbelievable.
managing your time between the two countries?
So we used to have an office in Leeds City Centre, and then we moved it, and now we're in Harrogate.
Brilliant.
And our office in Harrogate is actually 2 stories. Like it's
like a house.
Yeah, it's like a house, isn't it? From what I've seen.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Much
videos
bigger.
of it.
We needed something bigger.
Yeah, more space.
We need the team to grow over there, so we
Yeah.
needed something to grow into, which is what we have now.
Yeah.
It's really cool, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean
Yeah.
it's still pretty new, that office. So me and Blaithnaid, like we definitely are going to be going over
Putting your
a
touch
lot
on it.
more.
Yeah. Great. That's good. And obviously as well here, I feel like you're doing stuff everywhere. You now have Kaldora, which is your skin clinic.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about that. This is some of the stuff
So
here.
we own it with Roisin. So Roisin is my best friend for the last 10 years, 12
I actually
years.
think, you know, I heard a video of her talking. She sounds very like you.
Do you think?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Do you think?
You probably don't because you know
yeah.
her, but I heard
Yeah.
it the other day. I was like, she sounds very like
But
you.
I do think that they look alike.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
genuinely used. I thought she was your cousin for ages. Yeah, I was like, they have to be related.
I just love the branding.
It's
of Kaldora.
beautiful, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been best friends with Roisin. I met Roisin in college. I actually went to college for.
Did you?
Just for a year.
What you
yeah.
go to college for?
Beauty therapy.
Very good.
But then
Okay.
I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
So that's where I met Roisin. So we just were best friends straight away, and just have been best friends ever since. So Roisin was working in another clinic for the last like 10 years, wouldn't it be, Aoibhinn?
Yeah.
She's
She's manager, wasn't she?
Great.
She's area manager.
Area
Brilliant.
of 3 clinics.
Yeah.
And one day, years and years ago, she was in my house and she was talking to my dad, and she was telling him her targets and what she made. So targets and then the actual sales. Our dad is just like,
He's so heavily involved,
Oh,
isn't he?
he is.
He's so cute.
He's just
Definition of an entrepreneur, yeah.
Yeah.
he'll make a business from anything.
Yeah.
And so alarm bells went off in his head, and he was saying, one day we're going to do a business together.
This was years ago.
This was
Wow.
probably about 8 years ago. So he said, yeah, one day we will do a business, I promise you. And then life just got hectic. We were in Biabelle, and then a year ago, just over a year ago, that's when we said we're doing it. We need to put plans into action. So we all met in my apartment.
God, it's probably a lot longer than that now because
Probably.
it's been open a few months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's
Just
how
time is just gone by like
fast,
that. Like honestly,
Yeah.
So we all met and we just put everything down on paper and said we're doing it, and that was
Brilliant.
it. That was when we started.
Kaldora was
Right.
born.
Yeah. And what was the process of that like? Because obviously it's a whole new kind of dynamic. I know you're already in beauty and skin and everything, but you know, to have treatments and have an actual
Yeah.
service where people book in and you know clients and stuff. What's that been like?
I think you know, as well, obviously Biabelle is like tan meets skincare, so we're
Ties in very well.
heavy on skincare. So and then obviously like Roisin had the knowledge, like she's an expert, so like, that kind of just gelled in well.
Match
with us.
made in heaven,
I mean,
really,
it's
isn't it?
her passion. She just talks about skin.
she's
non-stop.
incredible.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
unbelievable at what she does.
Great.
Yeah.
We actually just got a little the girls are doing a testimonial in the clinic right now for one of our clients who's actually one of my friends' years. She's had acne for years, so Roisin's been treating her skin, and it's the first thing that has ever worked.
God.
And like this girl has had acne like since I've ever known her, and it's the first thing that's worked on her skin. So they were filming like a testimonial of like, you know, how she got on and blah blah blah, and she actually started crying in the.
Wow.
So like Roisin's like that's life
Doing
changing.
God's work. Like, yeah. And what are some of the treatments that you offer if someone does want to get them done?
Oh my
What
God,
are your
there's-
favourite
there's
ones?
Loads of different treatments.
Yeah. So we have the machine that we use, the technology, it's called Cyton. It's one of the most powerful lasers in the entire world. And we have two treatments that it does, a BBL and Moxie, but it can basically treat any skin issue. So acne, rosacea, redness, pigmentation, skin texture. Like,
Blana just got a BBL, what was it, 2-3 days ago?
yeah, 2 days ago, I think. So,
Explain what a BBL is, because I feel like people
I
think
know,
it's like your
yeah.
bum, like you're getting your bum
BBL.
done.
I was like, no.
great for marketing though.
I can see the TikTok now.
Yeah, literally.
So BBL stands for broadband light. So it's a laser treatment.
Okay.
So BBL will treat like pigmentation, redness, rosacea, scarring.
Great.
So that's the BBL, and it's like a pulse light. And then we have Moxie. So Moxie is skin resurfacing. So any like textural issues, pigmentation as well. BBL can also treat acne, and then Moxie is like acne scarring. Kind of
Great.
resurfaces your whole skin.
Thought I'll have to get that.
That's
I'm always
unbelievable.
looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we specialize, like Kim Kardashian, the Kardashians are promoting Moxie and BBL.
Yeah, I feel like I
organically.
hear of it everywhere now.
Like
Yeah.
they're getting it. and it's
I think
so
it was
good.
Kim Kardashian put up a load of stories getting the BBL, and she was just saying like, this isn't an ad, this is just
What I get
what
done.
I love.
Yeah. Wow.
It's incredible. You have to come in.
Yeah,
and
I
get it
will.
done.
Yeah, we should do a little
Yeah,
video
if you're
coming in.
free
and
next
getting
week,
done.
we'll get you
absolutely.
in.
Yeah, I'd love to. So obviously we've spoke a lot about your business, and a lot of the past episodes, the first one was a lot about your business and how it kind of developed and stuff, but I wanted to go into some kind of personal things, because I feel like obviously people like to see
Some
a lot
juice.
more. Yeah, people like to see the more personal sides. So what's something about your daily life that people will be surprised to know about you? Is there anything that it's different, or you know, you always kind of do that just isn't a part of business and that you just
That's a bit mad. Like,
yeah, well, anything.
Oh God.
well, I have a weird thing that I get really like addicted to foods.
Right.
So if I like something,
Oh, I'm like that
I
as well.
will not budge.
Yeah.
So a while ago, I got like really addicted to bulldog noodles.
I think everyone did, didn't they?
I still haven't tried them.
Oh, have
I
you
am
not?
dying.
Oh
to
my
try them.
God.
But I
Yeah.
ended up like I was really like going heavy on them, and they ended up not being spicy enough. So I ended up eating raw chilies with them as well,
so-
and now I have an ulcer.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my
And now I have an ulcer.
And now I have an ulcer.
Don't eat bulldog
That's
noodles.
No, oh my God, yeah, no, they are so spicy
What's
though.
the thing about you?
I don't know. I literally can't think of anything.
Yeah, it's hard to think
I have
of.
one, but I don't know if it's too negative.
No, well, no, you can say whatever you want.
That I'm a vapor.
All right.
Since the new year,
I
I'm
feel
trying
like-
to.
Yeah, but you're cutting down.
I'm cutting
Yeah,
down.
I feel
so-
like that's one of everyone's. I don't vape now. I've never done it, and I feel like, oh my God, if I were to get into it, it seems so addictive.
don't.
Like all my friends are like, I'm off it,
Yeah.
and then they just can't.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I was a smoker probably when I was about 17 until about maybe 22. And then I kind of went on those other vapes, and then when those colourful ones came out, like the elf bars and all
that was
them.
going to fix everything. And
was
this is how we do.
like heavy on them, and she's cut right down.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
would
positive.
never be out of my hand ever.
Like, they're like
literally.
€8 or €9 each, aren't they? And you could go through one a day.
Depends, like they come up to €10 even.
That's crazy.
But no, that was my New Year's resolution. I tried to go cold turkey, and then I was a demon. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, can't do cold turkey, but now I've cut back.
yeah.
Right back.
Yeah. While we're on the topic, do you have any New Year's resolutions that you have set yourself for both personal and business?
Well, personal is
we both
gym.
want to get tested for ADHD, don't we? That's a New Year's resolution.
I feel like everyone feels like they have ADHD though.
I know. I feel like
Don't
it's a bit
think-
of a trend or something.
Yeah, I feel like it is a bit trendy, but then again, half of us probably do now.
I
I'd
know,
say.
but that's the thing. Like our brother just got tested for it and he has it.
Yeah.
And
Oh, does
then
he?
Sean's
yeah.
getting tested as well. We're all
Oh my
getting
God,
tested.
yeah.
Like all of us.
One of my friends, her whole family has all 4 siblings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all have to take medication, but they're all fine. Like
Yeah.
they said, well, medication. One of the brothers won't take it because apparently, like, it can either like, do you know the way?
one way
Yeah,
or
it
the
can make
other.
you really like low. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's mad. Yeah.
know.
Do you have any other resolutions?
With gym and
Gym.
like just eating healthier. Like I'm addicted to takeaways. I'm so bad for takeaways.
Yeah.
And literally I've put on like a stone in the last year. So I was like, okay, now I need to
Yeah,
like cop
cop
on.
on a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once you come off the takeaways, that will
Yeah.
all fall
Yeah,
off.
I'm trying to just do it. I'm not trying to do any like crazy
You're
diets.
real strict
I
on
just
yourself,
wanna
yeah.
Get into a better
Healthier
lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's what I find as well. Like I keep seeing on TikTok, everyone doing that like 75 hard and all. And I'm like,
What is that?
I
it's
can't do it.
basically a challenge where you have to like do 10,000 steps a day, work out twice a day. I'm like, where are people getting the time for this?
Wow.
Like,
Fair
I
play to
see
you.
them
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh,
no, but
How are
I
you
find as
doing
well,
this?
like, the amount of people that I see doing it and they're like, oh, I can't wait till like the 20th of March when it's done. And then like, you know, it's not a habit then. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I'd be like dying to get to the end of it.
yeah.
Yeah, where I do think it's better kind of creating a bit more of
Yeah.
habits, isn't it? Do you ever feel pressure to live up to the glamorous life of like being an entrepreneur or someone who has a big following?
I wouldn't say it's glamorous.
Yeah. Well,
We're driving transit
obviously
vans here.
what people see, do you know, did you
I'm
ever
only joking.
leaving even with your looks and kind of anything like that? How do you think
Not
about that
really.
much?
Like most days, I wouldn't even wear makeup.
Yeah.
I'd always have my tan on. But not really. We kind of just do it. We're naturally, we like glamming.
Yeah.
Do you know? So we're never like trying to be like that because we're just like that anyway.
Yeah, you've
You
always
know?
been like
but
that.
we're not always glam. Just like when we are, we like doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
She's
about
like,
anything
yeah.
else I can add to that, but no, that's literally it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you weren't in the beauty industry, what's a completely unexpected career you'd take?
Ooh.
Is there something you'd love to be that no one else would ever think
But
of?
when I was like really young, I used to want to be the tissue lady.
What's that?
So every dinner time,
Yeah.
our family we all sat down for dinner together at the
Yeah.
table, and I would they'd all say, "Where's the tissue lady?" And then I'd go over and grab the kitchen roll, and everyone would get a square of tissue.
That's so cute.
So-
I
and I
actually do
wanted
that as well now that I think of it. Like if anyone's having dinner, I'm like, who wants one?
So that was like my career. I wanted to be a tissue lady in like restaurants.
That is gas. Just go around handing out tissues. And Aoibhinn, do you have any?
Like nothing comes to mind because I mean beauty has always been my passion.
Yeah, it's
so
just your life.
I mean I did go to college and I got my social science degree.
Ooh.
But even when I finished that I was like, I just nothing
You
in
weren't
this that
into
I
it.
want to do.
Yeah.
At one point I did want to be a prison psychologist.
Oh,
Mad random.
okay, yeah.
My uncle's a detective and he was like, no, you're not doing it.
Yeah, your head be gone, wouldn't it? Yeah. Like that.
What do you think about it now?
Yeah, mine would definitely be, I'd love like criminology or something. I love like,
I did a PLC in criminology.
did you?
Yeah, it
Oh
was
my
really good.
God.
Yeah,
Like,
so
very
interesting.
but I'd hate to have to go through like the whole thing of going through the guards first and work your way up. Like, I'd love to just be like a secret detective, do you know, like America or something.
yeah.
Like,
Like
Yeah,
what are they
proper.
called in America?
oh,
FBI.
FBI, yeah, like something real. But that's
FBI.
just because I watch documentaries all the time. Like, I know it's probably not like that. Aoibh, I know you have a boyfriend now.
I do, yeah.
How is that?
Yeah, it's
Good.
really good. Yeah, his name's Anthony.
They
Aw.
have such a good relationship.
Yeah, I love seeing your story. Even my mom said to me the other day, she was like, I see she's a boyfriend now. They look so lovely together. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And he has a house. Are you live together now, do you?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I moved in,
Aw.
I think it was like the end of October.
Yeah.
We
I
officially
love
moved
how
in together.
you've came in. You're like, yeah, we're doing this, we're doing that. Like, you're helping him do it all
straight
up. Yeah.
away. Oh, yeah. He is like,
Putting your
he's like,
touch
I don't
on
want
it.
to do anything because
Yeah.
he hates making decisions. He's like, I really don't care.
It stresses them out.
Yeah.
Stresses me big time. So
You're like,
he's
don't worry, I'll do it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if he ever makes an input, I'm like, no. And he's like, okay, thank God. So it works perfectly.
Yeah, that's good. And how has he dealt with kind of adjusting to your lifestyle? Because it's not like the normal everyday like 9 to 5 and you come home and how has that been?
No, he's like my biggest supporter.
He's so supportive.
God.
He's the best.
He's just a gem. Yeah.
That's so nice.
I just feel so blessed.
You're so lucky.
But I got him in his first TikTok the other day.
It's adorable.
Yeah, we were eating those Chinese rappos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to try one of them, so I was like, "Mommy, I'll video it." And he's like, "Oh, okay." Like, he's such a good sport.
Yeah.
But then, like, it was only after I realized that was his first time ever doing a TikTok.
Oh my
and
God.
he was like, "How did I do?" And I was like, "You were adorable."
How did I do?
He's like trying to input on the video. I was watching it like.
He's just
That
the
is
cutest.
so cute.
He's so supportive, and like he never says no. Like he's always just wants
and
to.
he's so interested.
Yeah.
You know, like he'll always collect us like from the airport when we come back from like business trips or whatever, and like he'll be like, "And how did you get on with this part?" It's not just the whole holiday. Like he pinpoints certain bits.
Really, he remembers
listening,
things and all.
you know?
Yeah.
That's so nice. Yeah, it makes a big difference. And Bla, do you have any men on the scene? Everyone wants to know. Not that she could speak of.
Well, oh my God, I can't answer that. I don't know what to say. No, I suppose I am single.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. I'm like sweating. I feel like it's me answering this.
I don't know.
Answer quicker. Answer better.
No, I am single.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one.
Moving on quick.
What's the craziest request that you've received from customer, for another influencer or someone who wants to collaborate with you? Do you have any mad moments that you can remember?
I suppose one just that came out to me first was some influencer prices are just absolutely like
Astronomical.
would blow your head off. Like yearly salaries.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. But even like some kind of micro influencers, it's like, where did they get that figure from? You know, like people with like triple their following, as in triple the audience, aren't even that expensive.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the first thing that came to mind.
any like requests and stuff. Can't really think of anything mad.
Yeah.
You do get crazy emails.
We get weird ones personally, like selling our socks and stuff like that.
Oh really?
Yeah, we get one.
I took a real 180.
Oh no, sure. On the way here.
You only just get one, Amy.
Did you? What was it?
To sell your socks.
Yeah, that was a good while ago now.
No
Yeah, I've had
way.
a few mad things. Yeah.
That's crazy,
Pay
isn't
pigs.
Yeah, we get a lot of pay pigs.
Yeah.
What's that?
A pay pig is like, I don't know like the true definition,
Yeah.
but pay pig is essentially like, say a man or woman come along and they're like little, what would you say, like fix.
Their fetish.
Their fetish is to be like financially dominated. So
You would literally be like, give me €200 now, you worm, or something like that. And they'd be like, yeah, okay.
yeah, so they basically
mad.
like pay for everything.
That is mad. They're like, what is going on?
Yeah,
That
like
is
it's
crazy.
insane. I could like literally go into my DMs and find one now.
The temptation to be like, okay.
Yeah.
So like say like we put up a picture of a dinner, they'll write to us saying, "Hi goddess, can you send me the bill and we'll pay for it." Like something like that.
Yeah, like crazy.
No,
stuff.
obviously we would never reply.
Yeah. Just take it all. You're like, yeah, thanks.
Put it out there.
Sure, I was just
It's
listening.
funny. There's so many out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was literally on the way here. I was listening to the two Johnnies about that golf player. Have
My
you heard
boyfriend was
about
only
that?
telling me about
What
this.
is it?
No, girls,
Yeah, it's a catfish or
it's
something.
this girl. She was like a secondary school teacher, and she set up the first account in 2014, and she's catfished the past 11 years, like really big, like kind of celebrity, like people in sport, like around Ireland. But I mean, like catfish to the point
All
where
from
like
the one post.
How did
Or
they-
page.
she's had over like 100 pages.
How
like,
do they know it's the one girl?
because they figured it out. Like one of the two Johnnies was actually catfished by her, and that's why it became a story. And like they're like hour-and-a-half podcast episodes, there's 3 of them. They brought out the first one in 2022 and the other one like the other day. But like
Oh my
hundreds of
God.
people, like people's like relationships are being broken up, like really like dark
And does
stuff.
anybody know who it is?
Yeah, they found out who she is.
Oh,
I don't know her actual name though. Does anyone know her actual name? I don't
She's
know it.
obviously Irish.
Hey,
Yeah, she is
Is
Irish.
she still a secondary school teacher now?
As far as I know, yeah. Yeah.
That's
In Terranure or somewhere, I think. Yeah. I know.
What school is this?
I've no idea. I haven't finished it yet. So I'm like, I'm going to be
Is it
listening to
secondary or primary?
secondary, I think.
The only school presentation and then
It's an
our one.
Irish one, I think.
An Irish secondary school?
Or maybe it could be primary school.
Oh, school
I
Maloga.
need to dive into
Yeah,
this.
dive into
now
it.
I really
I'll
want to
let you
know.
know when I finish it, because I was like betting to it on the way here. But yeah, it was crazy. So some of the stuff that happened to people is just like mad. I said we do kind of like a Mr. and Mrs. but like sister edition when it comes to questions. So we'll do a few fire rapid questions. So who's more likely to cry in a meeting?
Probably me.
Yeah, you're definitely more like passionate.
Yeah.
Like if someone says something I don't like, I'm going.
Yeah,
to
you're
say
gone. Yeah.
I just get so involved. Like my emotions are really
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah, you're very emotional.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
I'm
both
very
are, but
emotional
you're
as well.
like,
I'm very
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's what I was only saying that in the podcast yesterday. Like, Eve was giving me some advice saying that like you need to separate the two.
Yes.
And I'm like, how do you do that?
I've learned, like, you know, if someone tells me something that I don't like now, I always know to wait. If I reply now, that's my emotions talking.
Yeah.
I know I need to wait.
You're
for
not
my
thinking
emotions
strategically,
settle
like-
down, and then I can think more logically.
Yeah.
Well, certain meetings, Blonde, like, Aoibhinn, will you deal with that?
Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna.
My head's gonna
lose
blow.
it,
Like, yeah, it's good. At least you have each other to kind of have that balance. you know?
Yeah, it's very balanced.
Yeah. Who takes longer to get ready for a night out?
Probably me.
Yeah, I'd probably say you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we both take a good bit of time.
Yeah, I can
She
imagine.
likes, you know, having her little glass of wine,
Having her
her little
music on.
station. She should have her TV on in the background.
For some, I feel like I can imagine you like getting ready in the back of a car or something like.
Oh,
just
like,
like
I'm okay. I'm just
yeah,
like,
and you're so like much calmer. Like
Yeah, like I need to be watching something in the
Yeah,
background.
I love watching
generally
something.
it's like Harry Potter or
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine or just something over and over and
Yeah,
over again.
keep
Harry
you
Potter. You know,
stimulated.
I like watching.
Watching Harry Potter get ready.
3-hour movie. What's the most outrageous purchase you've ever made?
Ooh, purchase.
Probably one of my handbags.
Like price wise.
Well, yeah,
sorry,
or just
I
weird.
presume you were talking
Either,
about
yeah.
price.
Well, yeah, price wise, probably. Is there anything that, like, when you first kind of got a bit successful, or you got, you know, a lot of sales that you were like, I want that, and you're kind of like, you know,
Well,
that's
if
a
we're
crazy
talking,
amount of
like,
money.
Business, probably what would be our biggest investment?
In business. Kaldora.
Yeah, Kaldora, probably. Yeah, I love how you're like.
Kaldora's pretty up there.
And then what's your most like outrageous personal one? Handbags, probably.
Probably a handbag.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably
handbags
handbag
are
I
so
have with
expensive,
me
aren't they?
is probably my
Yeah.
most expensive.
Yeah, I know you can't.
I love handbags.
So what I was going to say,
Really
I'd spend
looking
all
for a
my
new
money.
one.
Yeah.
What would you like next?
I kind of want a black bag.
You have
Can't
your
go
own
wrong.
a few YSL ones, don't you?
I have mine one YSL one. It's actually reversible. It's really nice because I kind of want a suede one as well for summer, but then I kind of want a black bag and it's reversible.
That's you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Like you got 2 bags in one.
Or I have my eye on a black Louis.
So nice.
Yeah,
you
it's not in
can't go
stock
wong
at
with
the
black.
moment though. So
Yeah, whenever it comes in stock, you're getting it.
Oh, you're looking at a Versace dressing gown. This one's
Dressing gown.
I really want
She's in like her home
the
era.
extra two types of people.
Yeah.
But I always wanted one of those Versace dressing gowns.
Yeah.
So I might get one then, but I just don't know what colour. Like
Yeah.
I love the white one, but like I mean it's just
Yeah, tan.
makeup,
Nah.
tan,
Oh,
everything.
Tan
like,
brand
tan.
white, no.
Yeah.
It doesn't
And
go
the black
hand in
is too
hand.
basic and the pink is too girly. So I don't know. I'm very indecisive.
You and your boyfriend be going around the Versace
get matching ones.
making your TikToks, your dinner. Literally.
I love that.
Yeah. What's the worst fashion trend you ever followed? Is there anything in particular?
Oh my god, I remember I had a
Remember the picture you do always show? What was I wearing? It was like we went to like a Pretty Little Thing bar.
oh yeah. We went to a Pretty Little Thing event and it was very last minute, but I wore probably these or something similar. Like trousers, tight trousers, and then like a
satin
gold
shirt.
satin shirt that I tied at the
Oh
front.
God.
And then this like I don't even know
Like a
what colour it was.
cami string top underneath.
Yeah, but it was like knit.
Just wasn't.
and then a belt as well. I was like,
what was going on there?
good
Like,
measure. But I do also remember getting Timberlands, like fake Timberlands. Oh, this is like when I used to work in the hotel thing, and I just was like, oh, Khloe Kardashian, like she looks so cool with her
Yeah.
Timberlands.
They actually are nice now.
Some people can
I
pull
did
them
not.
off.
I think
Yeah.
I wore white jeans.
No.
I always think back on that and like Jesus.
Yeah, what was going on there?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Do you have any Bla?
I'm trying to think, but maybe like when I was growing up, I was such a tomboy, so all I ever wore was tracksuits.
Yeah.
I love Lacoste.
Lacoste.
Lacoste tracksuits.
That's so funny. It's not too bad though. It's just tracksuits.
Or maybe like when that Spicer era was out. Like
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Spicers.
Yeah.
Do you remember them?
No.
Spicer, and the girls would they'd cut their hair. Was it on top?
It was here, so you got spikes.
Oh yeah, the girls.
What?
Do you not remember
I've
this?
never heard
And
of
the
that.
fellas were like, had like coloured kind of V, like a V.
Oh my
and we
God.
all wore Adidas.
No, I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
to be like Spicer.
That's so.
Can't believe you don't remember that.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Do you know that? Yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
No.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's an age thing. Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe,
maybe,
yeah.
yeah. That's so funny. No, I don't remember that. What is your biggest ick? I love hearing people's. Some of them are just crazy.
Probably mine is someone, if like a man was ever tight with his money. Like
Yeah.
as in like mean.
Yeah, like not. It's it's not
just
that
feel
he's
like
like
that's
not loaded. It's just like me.
No, not loaded or anything.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just mean like someone, say like if you went to a restaurant and they like didn't tip.
Yeah,
Like
stuff like
someone
that.
mean with their money. Like that, I think it's
I'm
such
just
an
thinking of one of my friends literally the other day put up an Instagram story and it was to her close friends, and she's like, I don't know if it's her boyfriend or she's seen a guy, but he was on a scooter in front of her and she was like, new ick unlocked, but he was on the scooter and he bent down to his hunkers riding the scooter like that. He's just cruising along. I was wetting myself. So funny.
Another one I
Unbelievable.
used to have, which was a weird one, was if a man ever took out sandwiches in front of me in tinfoil and unwrapped them.
That's weird.
Well, like bring a
That's a weird
prepared
ick to
lunch.
have.
I'm like,
But yeah, not even prepared lunch because that's grand. It's just like sandwiches in tinfoil, and then like maybe if they were like cut this way and not diagonally, and then just
evil
start
for
from
you.
the tinfoil like
I
that.
don't get that one.
no, that's you had like a bad experience once or something.
Being timid is an ick though, Sal.
Oh,
You're just like,
my
come on,
God.
like speak up.
Yeah,
Be a man,
yeah.
like rub some dirt on it.
I'm trying to think of one I have. I don't know.
I love it.
There's all the funny ones, like
Oh, there's
people
so
running for the
many.
bus.
Definitely a
Yeah.
big, massive one
What?
for me and Aoibhinn is a man not being a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Oh
both
God,
of us.
like Mammy's boys.
Not even Mammy's boys, but like just like not doing like man things. I think like we obviously compare. Everyone gets compared to our dad, and like our dad. He's
Your
such a
dad. Oh
gentleman.
my God.
Yeah.
Like
He's the sweetest.
he will
Yeah.
open the door for every person.
Oh,
he will
yes.
hold whatever you want.
He
Like
is
Yeah.
the epitome of a gentleman.
Yeah.
Isn't
And
he?
so are our brothers. They're
Yeah.
like really well brought up.
Yeah.
it's so good.
So
yeah,
yeah,
such a good example.
When men don't act like that, like that's an ick.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be like afraid to bring them home to your dad. You're like, they have to be a certain standard.
Oh, I even tell a few ropey ones.
Oh, my dating
Actually, so have I.
history is
What's your worst date actually? give us a
I don't
funny
even say
story.
Worst one.
worst date.
Yeah, what's the worst date you've had or worst situation with an ex that you've had?
I don't think we can even say that.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
Oh God.
Pretty bad. It was pretty bleak out there. A date that comes to mind is definitely I went on did we talk about this last time?
You could have, I don't know.
Maybe not. But I went on a date with this guy and we went to the cinema first and we got to the top of the queue and he didn't say anything. So I was like, okay. So I was like, 2 tickets to blah, 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 please. Ick. And then she was like, okay, she's like, it's that much. And do you want to pay together, separate? And he was like, separate.
Oh God.
So I was like, okay, fine. Went to the cinema, came out, and he was like, I'm starving. I was like, why don't you get something McDonald's? You're right beside us. He goes, I have no money. And I was like, I'll get you a burger if you want or something. And he was like, okay.
You're bringing him on like a day out. Like.
So we went to McDonald's and I got him a burger.
Oh,
Then
stop.
he ate his food and then we were leaving and he was gonna get the Lewis, but it stopped at that point. He's like, I need to get a taxi, but I have no money.
Oh no, you had to pay for the taxi.
I was like, we'll just get a taxi together and I'll drop you home and I'll get it.
Oh God.
No, remember that one you went on, that day you went on, and Dad had to collect you because you didn't feel well?
Oh yeah, I didn't even get to that date.
That was the escape room.
No, I actually really wanted
Oh,
to
did
go
you
on
actually?
it, and it was to the cinema. My dad dropped me to the cinema,
Oh,
and
what's for you in the cinema?
Yeah, that's your first date. Well, yeah,
These
that
were
is quite
years
typical,
ago,
isn't
though.
it? Yeah.
It was like late teens. And I just felt so bad, but I didn't want to cancel. And I got there and I was like, I was like,
Acted like you were gonna get sick.
I was like, Dad, I can't go in there. And he was like, just tell him. So I think I did, and then he came out and we gave him a lift home.
Yeah, you gave
That's so cute. Oh my god. What's your favourite Irish slang word or phrase?
Sláinte.
I knew it was gonna be that. Do you know that? I knew it. I feel like I see it in everything.
Sláinte,
It's like
girls.
sláinte.
It's our family one, isn't it?
Yeah,
you have
these
to
are
drink or
always-
it's
yeah.
bad luck. Yeah, we do
Drink or
that.
coffee. What's the worst job you've ever had?
Oh, I've had loads of jobs. I used to clean apartment blocks. So I
Okay.
used to like hoover and dust. But like it wasn't that bad, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel
Um,
yeah. My friend used to work in a hotel and she'd come across mad stuff in hotel rooms.
I used
You
to work
worked in
in
a
a
hotel for a day, didn't you?
I did. Like a year? A year or two?
I don't know if I can say the hotel, the Shelburne.
Oh yeah, I worked in the Shelburne, but it wasn't the hotel. I was in the spa.
The spa,
I was a
sorry.
receptionist in the spa. But that was as Biabelle was kicking off. I
Yeah.
thought I'd do that part time for a little bit of extra money.
Yeah.
But it just
Gets too much.
yeah, I was
doesn't it?
like no.
Yeah. What's yours?
For me, well, I've only ever had one other job really, which was Inglas, and I loved it.
Yeah, you were
So-
there for years, weren't
I
you?
was there for 3 years,
Yeah.
and then I went on my own and did makeup by myself, and then Biabelle.
Yeah, great. So
I
you've
haven't
had
really
a
had any bad jobs.
yeah. What's your go-to hangover cure?
A drink.
Another drink, like yeah.
Hair of
Sure,
dog.
as you mean to go on. I'm trying to think of mine. Like, is there any food?
I love KFC when I'm hungover.
Yeah,
I just love
Or
chipper.
carvery.
chipper. Yeah, or I love
Sassy
a
chipper.
carvery.
I love a carvery.
Or-
I don't get the whole carvery thing.
Do you know?
I don't think
Oh
I've ever
my
ordered
God.
a carvery.
Really?
So nice.
Oh my god.
I'll go
so
and order
nice.
a ham salad sandwich and chips and
Yeah.
gravy.
Oh my
That's my
god,
thing.
no.
Sambo queen.
Yeah, sambo. I do love a sambo as well. Or I love Indian.
Oh,
Love
Indian.
Indian.
Indian ages.
Yeah.
Our mom and dad, since they don't even know what age, they
We got together basically, yeah.
they have an Indian every Saturday night
Oh,
together.
I love
That's
that.
like their thing.
That's so cute. I feel like they're so close as well, aren't they? They're so
Yeah.
cute together.
Yeah.
It's
They have
so
a great
nice.
relationship.
Yeah. That's good. Who's the biggest diva?
Blonde. No question.
Yeah, but like I get it from my mom.
Oh, our mom's hilarious.
Is she?
She is. But
She's
like
so
a
nice.
She's
Yeah.
like an understated diva.
Yeah.
Like she does it in a classy way.
She's very classy.
Major diva vibes.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Her friends call her Queenie.
I love that. Yeah, sure. I remember the first time I met her was at one of your events, and she was so like, because she looks like, you know, like just like someone's mom and all, and then she was so like, hi.
Yeah.
You know, like
She's so much
she was very
fun.
like
She's
you.
so
She was
bubbly.
great,
Yeah.
and she was dancing away and all with
Yeah.
us and
Oh,
all.
she
She was
loves to
brilliant.
dance.
We have
Yeah.
like the best time. The two
Yeah.
of us together.
Yeah.
don't we?
Yeah.
You
Because
do
obviously
laugh.
your mom's a part of it, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is great.
Biabelle and Kaldora.
Yeah, it's brilliant. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Anything Westlife.
Mine's
Or
Black
Shania
Vel-
Twain.
Mine's Black Velvet Band.
I don't know that one.
In a
Do it.
nice little town they call
Oh, I do know
Belfast.
it. Yes. Oh my god, I'm so bad with the names of songs. I love a bit of karaoke though. I haven't done it in
You
ages.
like it, Evie, don't you?
Love
Karaoke.
karaoke.
Yeah, I loved it on a holidays. Do you know when you're just like
Yeah.
in a bar or something? What? Oh yeah. Then the last one was obviously what's your most embarrassing day story, which you just told me. But I do have more questions. Do you have any other trips you're going on, or any other photo shoots you're doing?
Yeah, so we're actually going to Paris, which is very exciting.
Exciting.
We're heading off
In a
next.
week, isn't
Yeah, we're heading off next Sunday.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so we're going over for a packaging show. But just before we go to the packaging show, we're going to do a photo shoot.
Cool.
So a full day photo shoot on the Monday. So we're very excited for that. So
Yeah.
it's going to be for our Valentine's
Campaign.
campaign for
Oh yeah,
Biabelle.
what a perfect place to be in as well.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's because we had
Yeah.
to go over there anyway. So we were like, oh, this is the
Yeah,
perfect
great
location
timing.
for this. Yeah.
We had our Q1 meeting and the girls pitched it to us and we were like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, while you're there, you might as well
Have
get
to
done.
do shoot in Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you have to make the most of like everything when you're in places, aren't you, for
Yeah,
content and all.
and
Yeah,
we always
absolutely.
like associating our brand with like classy, cool places. What better place to do that than Paris?
Yeah, exactly. And over the past while, obviously since the last episode, you've extended your team. How has that been? What's it like having a bigger team and kind of dealing with more people?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, our team are what drive Biabelle.
Yeah,
I mean,
we would never ever be where we are without
No.
our team. Like they
that
are
hard work, creativity, like everything that they bring to the table is unmatched. I mean, they're
Yeah.
all brilliant.
They're also passionate, you know, about Biabelle, and we're like a big family, and you know, everyone's happy in their job, and we're extremely flexible bosses as well. Like we're not strict, But I think that's what works is, you know, everyone respects us because we're not like, you can't do this, can't do that.
Yeah.
If you come to us and you have, you know, you need to do something, we'll always work around it.
Mutual respect. Yeah.
That we can.
Yeah, brilliant. And what is some of the goals or the kind of future things that you hope to achieve with Biabelle? I know you obviously can't tell us too much, but is there anything?
Definitely the first one is the UK. Like we want the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, we want Biabelle to be number one over there.
Yeah.
like if we think like what we've done in Ireland is like obviously really good, but like that's literally like a drop in the ocean of what we can do in the UK, you know. When you think about what's the population in Ireland, like 6 million?
Yeah, probably 6, 7 million.
Like
or so.
isn't the population of London like 8 million?
Oh my god, no, again, I'd say it's about 10 or 12.
Like,
is it? I'd say about that. I don't know.
It's like it's mind blowing
It's so
how
big.
much bigger it is. But
It'd be twice of Ireland, I'd say, like easily, yeah.
But like we're literally like we're very similar to them. We've similar tastes. They like tan as well.
Yeah.
So we know we can get in there, and we know Biabelle suits there. We're just trying to find our way to get out there.
Yeah.
So we're planning on what we're doing at the moment is like dominating certain parts to flood Biabelle in them areas to then expand it out.
Yeah. I feel like as well, like the UK is such a good place because like that they are very like us, you know, when it comes to like they love
It's
the
so
glam,
similar,
they love, you know, all that stuff and all the nights out, and it's such a glam place. Like
Yeah.
I love going over to London, like oh my god, all the outfits and everything. It's,
I know.
Yeah, it's great. And I always love asking, what piece of advice would you give to anyone that aspiring entrepreneur or someone looking to start a business or a tan brand? What advice would you give?
I would definitely say to always reach out for help. So you always want to be like, you know, talking to people in your industry, ask them their advice.
We still reach out to people for help.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when people
great.
reach out to us with questions, we're
always
more
help.
than happy to help them and say like, oh, you should talk to this person or, you know, go to this place. So definitely, you know, asking for help and advice is like, just do it. Just ask. All they can say is like, I can't help you.
Yeah.
And I would definitely say that what you need to do is find what you're passionate about, find what you like, and once you have that, you'll like always see yourself through. The two things that get you through business, because let's be honest, like it's not plain sailing. Business is literally like this.
Up and
you have
down.
like extreme highs and you also have extreme lows. And the thing that gets you through them extreme lows is passion and persistence. Once you're passionate, like you'll do anything to find out what needs to be found out, and once you're persistent, you'll never ever let yourself fail, because like failing is, it doesn't even come into our heads that like what if Kaldora doesn't fail? It's not gonna fail, because we're not ever
You're not gonna let that happen.
ever gonna let that happen. Like that's not even an option. If something happens that's really bad, we'll find routes of what we can do to make it better, and then we'll plan them routes, go down them routes. They don't work, we find other ones.
Yeah.
So they're the two things. Once you have passion and persistence, you'll see yourself through anything. So just do it.
Yeah, brilliant. That's amazing. And if people would like to get in contact with Biabelle, with any of yous, or purchase any of your products, or go to Kaldora, where can we find you?
So you can shop Biabelle at biabellebeauty.com, or if you're in the UK, we have biabellebeauty.co.uk. We're also on the UK TikTok shop.
And we ship globally.
We ship
Amazing.
globally. Yeah. If you're in Australia, we do have an Australian stockist called Her Place Cosmetics, so you can get the shipping much cheaper and faster with them. And then for Kaldora, our website is kaldoraskinclinic.com. Yeah.
Amazing.
And you can book anything through the website, or you can ring. I don't know the phone number off my head.
You can just look up Kaldora. Yeah.
We're on Instagram.
Great. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate
thanks for
it.
having
Thanks
us,
for
Hannah.
having us
No
again.
problem.